It was 103 degrees on a Friday afternoon as Ken Willis waited for the 152 Metro bus under a thick tree canopy in North Hollywood. He didn't even consider resting on the two bare metal bus benches baking in the sun. "If you sit on the benches, you just sweat to death," he said. "On extremely hot days the shade is not enough to keep you cool." With highs this last week up to 110 degrees in the San Gabriel and San Fernando valleys, those who rely on buses to get around have no choice but to suffer the sun's wrath. Of the 200 bus stops served by the Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transportation Authority, only a quarter have some kind of shade or rain shelter, and only half have a seat for those waiting. And waiting is what most bus riders do. While the average trip on a Metro bus is less than 5 miles, about half the time of that journey is spent looking down the road for signs of the bus. Now with climate change threatening ever more heat waves and winter storms in California, riders and transit advocates are demanding officials do something to provide cover from the elements. Metro is in the process of mapping all bus stops in the region to try to corral federal and state funds to add more shelters. And the city of Los Angeles, where the bulk of those riders are, is poised to approve a contract that would add thousands of its own shade structures. But similar efforts have faltered before, and even if these succeed, it still may be years before many get relief. On hot days in the valleys, the nearby asphalt can reach near 130 degrees, making conditions dangerous for those like Willis. "Keep looking at heat strokes," he said. "They need to get air-conditioned benches or some type of way of keeping the environment cool around here." The searing weather is yet another setback for largely low-income bus riders who often face long, difficult commutes. Willis has a car, but he's been trying to save money with gas prices so high. Others don't have options. At a bus stop in East Los Angeles, sweat was trickling down the neck of 87-year-old Eva Griego in a recent morning. "There's nothing I can do but wait," Griego said as the sun rose and the shadows shrank. Griego had left her apartment early to get to the bank, but it was already 83 degrees before 10 a.m. and the sun was burning her skin. A low-slung building nearby offered no shade. "It's hard but I don't drive. I have to take it," she said. Scientists warn of more frequent and longer heat waves similar to the one in Southern California last week. While more public transportation is a critical step in California's push to lessen climate change by reducing greenhouse gases, the system in Los Angeles County is largely one of last resort. The majority of riders are Latino and among the region's poorest. The median household income for 62% of Metro riders is under $20,000. Bus stops, the most frequent entry point to the public transportation system, are often tagged by graffiti, dirty and sun-beaten,